victory will be guaranteed in just 5 moves! Ooh! Happy!
Defeat. Fettuccine Cookie stats are 86 wins, 2 draws, and 64 losses out of 152 games in total. Mozzarella Cookie predicted a win in the 152nd game.
This isn't fun at all! Games are boring when you've mastered it all.
Mozzarella Cookie.
Oh? Smoked cheese cookie. To what do I owe the pleasure? Perhaps it's related to those Outlanders by your side.
That's right! Our dough has been feeling super strange!
Oh, yes. It tingles, it stings, and we keep seeing flickering lights.
Oh, my. Would you come a bit closer? I must examine you. This is because you're in the same situation as the monsters that appear in the city.
Good jelly! Are we monsters too?
What can I say? You've entered the city just like them. Unlike us, connected via our souls, you brought your actual dough into this world. The longer you remain, the more errors will occur. It's no wonder you're in pain.
Just like monsters, they have entered as their doughy selves and have caused continuous errors. We must take care of this at once. I shall envelop you in my smoke and control your minds to ensure your departure.
What? Mind control? Oh.
You think you can send us away just like that? I suppose your comfortable and luxurious lifestyle here has made you delusional. We cannot just be controlled like those monsters of yours. We will not leave until Golden Cheese Cookie pledges to help.
Comfortable and luxurious, you say? You ignorant little...
Smoked cheese cookie. Enough.
Just wait till I take control of your brain, and I'll close that pesky mouth of yours.
What in cheese's name is going on here? I hear nothing from you, and now I come to find you in this ruckus. Can you not restrain yourself? Smoked cheese cookie. I recall warning you against using your powers to control other cookies, but it seems you have forgotten.
I apologize, Your Radiance. Anxiety got the best of me with all of these uncontrollable errors.
These errors are nothing I can't solve. Or do you plan to use your smoke on fettuccine?
I see. It's like you said. Fettuccine Cookie is causing errors as well, and thus has created a crack in this world. This world is built from Golden Cheese Cookie's strength. But could it be that errors can cause a crack in this world? No. In Golden Cheese Cookie? In that case, I will be able to use her weakness to my advantage and steal away her soul gem. And finally, I can take over the other kingdoms and block Dark Enchantress Cookie's advance without that brat getting in my way.
Outsiders, are you hurt in any way?
We're okay.
Indeed. You've caused numerous errors.
Your Majesty, please forgive me for the delay and accept my gratitude. Thank you for placing my control chamber up high. I assume it's to make the kingdom safer.
Naturally. I am pleased that you see my intentions so clearly. That's mozzarella cookie for you.
But I must say, I'm concerned already. Improving the safety architecture will be a daunting task. And yet, we can't just allow the errors to occur. If only someone could help us.
I see. Cookies from beyond. What say you to a deal?
A deal? What is it that you want from us?
I wish for you to join us in dealing with the errors that currently plague the kingdom. If you accept, I will personally amend the errors you're suffering from.
Oh, that's a pretty good deal. Then,
Wait! We will only accept this proposal if you promise to reconsider joining us. We're not asking for a guarantee of an alliance, but simply that you'll hear us out. Surely you can do that.
You really are a stubborn fellow. Fine, fine. If you take care of the errors, I'll hear you out once more. May the blessings of gold wash over you.
Wow. The stinging sensation is completely gone.
Of course. For there is nothing in this world the Golden Sovereign cannot do.
To think that the strength of the Soul Gem is being used on that bunch. How foul.
What's the harm? Seems like a good deal to me.
And you too, huh?
Stop your squabbling and let us move. There is much to do.
wow! You have so many monsters under your control.
What's with all this smoke?
A strong cage filled with mind-controlled monsters. And to think all of this is supported by the strength of the Soul Jam. Oh, I can see why the historical texts all describe the Golden Cheese Kingdom as extremely powerful. This is impressive.
Impressive. This is the very glory of the Golden Cheese Kingdom.
What should we do with our prisoners? Smoked Cheese Cookie, as the superintendent of this area, what do you think?
To be quite frank with you, I have been pondering the idea of capturing even more monsters and use this force to our benefit. If need be, we may even let these monsters loose at the border of our kingdom to combat any intruders. Like this group of outsiders, for example.
Is that so? I doubt we'll need to go to such lengths, but I wouldn't be your divine queen if I couldn't understand your worries and anxieties. Very well. Let us expand the cage. Will this satisfy you?
My queen, I must also mention that due to the size of the cage, we could only maintain a small number of monsters of lower airways. Now that the capacity of the cages has grown, however, we have the luxury of capturing every single one of them and replacing them with finer specimens later, if needed.
Another hasty decision. What has made you come to such a conclusion?
To be frank, Your Majesty, seeing a cage so huge, I simply feel impatient to fill it up.
So you are pleased, I see. Well, do as you desire. Perhaps I should have done this for you much sooner.
It is an honor that you entrust this task to me, Your Radiance. I will do my absolute best as the superintendent of the cages. It is my duty to ensure a radiant future for our glorious kingdom.
So are we all done here? Is it time for us to convince you yet?
Surely not. In such an expansive kingdom, there must be tons of stuff to fix. More errors await. Where to next? I'd love for it to be somewhere culturally significant.
Is that so? Are you so eager to explore and admire this glorious kingdom of mine? Let me see. There's still the High Priest Cheesenbird's House of Prayer, and Burnt Cheese Cookie's Great Gates. Ah, yes. Let us make our way to the House of Prayer, via the avenue beloved by the kingdom's denizens.
Your Majesty, would you go ahead without us? I'd like to discuss a few potential additions to our systems with Smoked Cheese Cookie before we move on.
Is there anything to discuss? Oh, very well. Let's hear it.
Are you saying you don't want me to have a look at those cages?
Smoked Cheese Cookie. Pick your battles. You know Mozzarella Cookie's nature. I don't know what tricks you have up your sleeve, Mozzarella Cookie, but I expect you both to behave and join us with haste.
Of course, Your Radiance. We'll reunite in a minute.
All that has changed is the size. The actual cages are exactly the same. I see no need for you to examine it further. So what are your actual intentions?
Oh my cheese! I actually wanted to see the cage, you know, to calculate how many monsters could fit into it. And, Smoked Cheese Cookie, I wanted to check whether your ambitions had grown, just like this cage of yours.
To think you have such suspicions about me. Are you sure the height of your new office hasn't gone to your head?
How amusing. I guess you could see it that way. How could I remain the same after hearing Golden Cheese Cookie's decision? The only one who remains unchanged is her. If we just lock ourselves up inside this place and refuse to act, the Golden Cheese Kingdom will end up collapsing in the most dull way ever. And our ambitious and divine ruler completely refuses to recognize this fact.
I could not agree more. She refuses to listen when we inform her of such dangers. I admit, I was unaware the situation troubled you, Mozzarella Cookie. You showed no signs.
I knew that voicing my thoughts would never change anything, you see. But I realized something when those cookies arrived with such shocking news. If this kingdom ever has to change, it must be now.
Then, what do you think we need to do to help make that happen?
We must work from beyond the kingdom. As for how we'll do this, I have no clue. Just keep this in mind for now. The fact that I brought this up with just the two of us here means that I currently find you, Smoked Cheese Cookie, much more interesting than our ever-radiant queen.
Oh, I see. Of course. You became a denizen of this kingdom purely for fun's sake, so I can't say I'm surprised. Rather, if you promise to keep these thoughts from Golden Cheese Cookie, I'll show you something very interesting.
Wow. Then I'll look forward to it. On one hand, I feel ready. And yet, a part of me is still unsure. Oh well. A sliver of doubt is needed to change the course of history. Marzipan Cookie. Start logging the monsters that enter the cage, including their type, initial sighting location, and error category. Submit the reports directly to me. We will also need surveillance on Ginger Brave and his friends, as well as Smoked Cheese Cookie and Golden Cheese Cookie.
Understood, Mozzarella Cookie.
You must also gather the other marzipan cookies. I will inform you of a new contingency protocol for an emergency situation. The targets of this mission are Smoked Cheese Cookie and Golden Cheese Cookie.
Wow! The streets are sparkling! It's almost too dazzling!
How interesting. Some of the locals don't really look like cookies, and they're not cheese birds either.
That is because I constructed this kingdom so that everyone could transform and present in the way they prefer. So my loyal subjects can express their individuality, even if they are different from that of regular cookies and cheesebirds. Oh, the praise that rained upon me on the day announced that I would grant them this gift.
Aha! So then your giant form wasn't your actual dough.
Ahem. This transformation is supposed to represent the magnitude of my splendor.
Crime reported. Crime reported. The suspect, Crow. Suspect captured.
My crow would never... Wait. So pretty that I couldn't just admire it from afar. What's that supposed to mean? Did I train you to behave like this? I'm so ashamed of you.
I was wondering where my golden anklet had gone, but I see it's right here.
Please, accept my deepest apology. I should have trained my crows better.
Chirp, chirp! What a fascinatingly greedy little fellow. But like they say, the greedier the bird, the wider it'll spread its wings. I shall give you this golden anklet as a present. Now use that greed for something good. Chirp, chirp!
Oh. Thank you for... understanding?
High Priest Cheesenberg, your generosity shouldn't leave you at a loss. I will graciously gift you a new golden anklet. Which one would be to your liking?
Oh my! To think we're witnessing the historic gold creation firsthand. Somebody pinch me. I mean, am I dreaming?
Oh, my cheese! I couldn't refuse such a generous offer. Then I will choose another round anklet. Thanks to you, I have received a new anklet in exchange for an old one. If you care to visit the House of Prayer later, I shall give you a warm welcome. Chirp, chirp.
Settlement complete. Case closed.
One of Black Raisin Cookie's crows just stole that golden anklet. And yet that high priest reacts by gifting the anklet and praising the crow?
Good jelly, I thought he was about to get angry when he called it a greedy little fellow.
Actually, greedy has been used as a compliment since the olden days here in the Golden Cheese Kingdom.
What? Why's that?
Because I was greedy, of course. I obtained the soul gem with the power of my almighty greed. And with this greed, I established my kingdom and helped it prosper. So what could be a better compliment than greedy here in the Golden Cheese Kingdom?
I thought you only cared about yourself. But I suppose we've more in common than I realized.
And what is your point, exactly?
I meant to say that we care for the cookies around us in a similar way, as I've been protecting my village as well. Even if my dough was crumbling, I'd just wrap it up and continue fighting, using all my strength to protect the village.
Black Raisin Cookie.
I thought it was selfish for a strong cookie like you to refuse to join the war, just to make sure you didn't lose what's precious to you. But now that I see the care for your followers when they lose something as small as a golden anklet, I realize I was wrong. You simply want to protect the cookies dear to you, and it scares you to think you might not be able to do so.
You're as bold as your thieving crows to compare the Golden Sovereign to a village leader. And yet, I quite like what you said.